Okay, it says so. Yeah, I got that. All right, welcome everybody. As newly appointed chair of the ZBA for the town of Woodstock, I would like to call to order January 25th meeting for 2024. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we'll do our roll call. Start in the room.
Jude Salato.
Stephen Taub.
Michael Castiglione.
Joseph Bellick.
Gordon Webb. Okay, we don't have the minutes to approve, so we've got that. I would like to submit for the board Michael Castiglione to be the vice chair of the Woodstock ZBA. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, very good. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
And that's it. We have no public hearing scheduled for tonight. We will be reading 5 decisions, and if anybody, we will not, the only one of the outstanding orders we will not be reading a decision on tonight is the rehearing of ZBA case 2303 for Robert Patricia Holsapple. That one will not be discussed, nor will we be rendering a decision tonight. So with that said, we're going to move on to get this out of the way. I would like to open up ZBA case 2328. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does anybody wish to discuss this case before I read the resolution?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so we have a resolution based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-32A and G of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, and gates, and G, to allow the construction of a 6-foot high fence in a front yard where only a 4-foot fence is allowed. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, the New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The following vote is as follows. Gordon Webb. Aye. Mike Castiglione.
Yes.
Judith Salato.
Aye.
Joseph Bellick.
Aye.
Martin Mills absent. Stephen Taub.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it. It was adopted in a vote by a vote of, I'm going to say, 5 in favor, none opposed, 1 absent, and none abstaining. So with that, I would like to close ZBA case number 2328. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Moving on. I'd like to open up, let's see, let's try to do these in order, I guess. Yeah, okay. I would like to open up ZBA case number 23-32. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does anybody wish to discuss this before I read the resolution?
No.
Okay. So based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-32A and G of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, 2 area variances from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, 260-16, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, section 260-16, attachment 2, column E, for a 10-foot infringement into a minimum 15-foot front yard setback in order to construct a 7-foot wide deck with stairs to an existing structure is hereby granted with reduction conditions. The reduction in conditions consists of the deck in front of the yard shall be reduced in size from 7 feet wide to 4 feet wide, thereby reducing the amount of relief requested from the minimum required 15-foot setback from 10 feet to a 7-foot infringement area variance. Number 2, section 260-16, attachment 2, column F, for a 5-foot infringement into a minimum required 10-foot side yard setback in order to construct an exterior stairway with a covered entrance to an existing structure is hereby granted. Both variances are subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, the New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows: Gordon Webb, aye. Mike Castiglione,
Yes.
Judith Salado,
Aye.
Joseph Bellak,
Aye.
Stephen Todd.
Aye.
Okay, the resolution was adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, 1 absent, and none abstaining. So with that, I would like to close ZBA case 2332. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, moving on. I'd
Gordon,
like to, yes,
excuse me. When you read the case, could you just maybe either read the address or the name?
okay.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, I'd like to open up ZBA case 2333, Martin Harris of 183 Cooper Lake Road, Bearsville, New York. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion before I read the resolution pending?
No.
Okay, so based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-103B of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, section 260-16, schedule of area and bulk regulations, attachment 2, minimum yard requirements, residential R5F, for a 70-foot infringement into a minimum required 75-foot front yard setback in order to construct a 24-foot by 20-foot detached carport is hereby granted, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows: Gordon Webb, aye. Mike Castiglione,
Aye.
Judith Salado,
Aye.
Joseph Bellak,
Aye.
Stephen Todd.
Aye.
Okay, the resolution has been passed with 5 in favor, none opposed, 1 absent, and none abstaining. And with that, I would like to close ZBA case 23-33. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, I would like to open up ZBA case 2334, Tennessee and Ian McIntyre of 1066 Wittenberg Road. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion before we read the resolution?
No.
Okay, resolution based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-32A and G of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, an area variance from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 5, supplementary regulations, section 260-32A, fences, walls, and gates, to legalize a previously installed 6-foot high fence in a front yard where only a 4-foot high fence is allowed. Said variance is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, the New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. The vote is as follows: Gordon Webb, aye. Mike Castiglione,
Yes.
Judith Salado,
Aye.
Joseph Bellak,
Aye.
and Stephen Todd. Okay, the vote was that an aye?
Yes.
Okay, the resolution is adopted. I vote 5 in favor, none opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. Okay, so with that, I would like to close ZBA case 23-34. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Here we go. I'd like to open up ZBA case 24-01 for Craig Leonard for property located at 39 Mill Hill Road, Woodstock, New York, 12498. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wish to discuss this before I read the resolution?
No.
No.
Okay. Based upon the standards for consideration of area variances set forth in section 260-32A and G of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, area variances from the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, Article 4, area and bulk regulations, section 260-16, attachment 2, HC column B, and last line of the table, limiting structure height, number of stories to allow an increase from allowable 2.5 stories to a full 3 stories. And Article 6, special permit uses 260-63M1, so as not to increase the required lot area by 1,500 square feet per room over 10,000 square foot minimum lot area. And Article 6, special permit uses 260-63M6 to allow the structure coverage to exceed 15% of the lot area in order to demolish old service station and construct a 3-story, 19-room hotel with cafe restaurant is hereby denied, subject to all requirements of the zoning law of the town of Woodstock, New York State real property law, and all other applicable laws, codes, and regulations. Vote is as follows: Gordon Wampa, aye. Mike Castiglione,
Aye.
Judith Salato,
Aye.
Joseph Bellick,
Aye.
Stephen Taub.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The resolution was adopted by a vote of 5 in favor, none opposed, 1 absent, and 0 abstaining. Michelle, just a note, we still have Marcia on this in the roll call order, so you may want to just change that before I sign it tomorrow. Check, there was another one too that didn't have everybody's name on it correctly. Okay. So with that, I'd like to close the ZBA case 24-01. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Michelle, I'll be in tomorrow sometime. Whoops. I lost my Zoom. There we are. I'll be in tomorrow to sign that.
Perfect. I'm there from 9 to 2.
Anything else before the board tonight, before we adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Wait.
Motion to adjourn.
Wait.
What?
Excuse me. I had something I wanted to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe.
Gordon, could I just make an observation? To the extent anybody in the town is watching this, we have now denied dozens of these 6-foot fence applications, and they are extremely time consuming to go look at, to write up. And obviously we have to look at each one individually, and people have a right to bring the applications. But I do think at a certain point, people should get the sense that these are not normally going to be granted, and think about whether it's worth everybody's time to be making these requests to us.
Yeah, Martin was going to state something tonight. I don't know exactly what, but since he couldn't make it, he didn't do it. But certainly could use some discussion, and perhaps maybe even we could make a note to the building department that maybe this needs a little header for a while to people, a little heads up on applications, that they understand that there seems to be, Martin felt some ambiguities in the application process where people might not understand the process. So we might have to do something. I'll take a look at the last couple of ones and
Or
permits that,
pay for defense companies. I mean, I don't know. It's
yeah,
50%
well,
of our workload is 6-foot fences.
Right. Well, you know, I think that you have.
anybody with a digging bar and a hammer is a fence company, so.
Right. I think it would have to be a very unique situation,
And
which I think I have brought up before. For example, the driveway, the property that's right next to Rotron, that would be something that would be a very unique situation that would require a variance.
Yes, and we've had some where front yards and side yards are fairly indistinguishable, but actually serve as the other one. Yeah, there are some cases, but right, a lot of the ones we've been getting are right start in front yard, invisible in sight of from the road, and
remedying a 6-foot fence is going to be expensive too.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to mention, because I've seen a lot of them that should be applications to allow an already built fence.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's going to be expensive to remedy that.
Right, but
Yeah.
but if it's already there, that
Doesn't help.
it certainly.
Exactly.
well, there's an idea for a business for somebody. They could advertise fence modifications.
Okay.
Yes.
Motion
Sorry.
to adjourn. I wanted to set a record.
What?
Motion to adjourn,
Oh, okay.
7:15.
Jude wants to do everything today.
Yeah,
You have
all right.
something?
Okay, I'm gonna motion to adjourn, okay? Because we didn't get a round call on that. Do I have a second?
Second.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good night, all. Thanks. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night. Thank you.
Went back to the first variant I ever came for was a 6 foot fence. It was, it was